So the first thought when we canceled school was we're going to have kids hungry. So we have a lot of kids that their only sound meals come from breakfast and lunch at school. So we have a lot of great weekend programs around Mercer County. Several churches and different organizations do weekend bags to get kids through the weekend normally, but a lot of those are staffed by older volunteers, and I knew they would be hesitant to get out. And also their method of getting those to kids was to send them home on Fridays from school. So I was trying to think of how can we get bags out to folks, and just kind of started brainstorming and decided to come up with this method where we would distribute from points around the county every week. And so that's kind of where it came from. We've had over 100 people involved at some point. But what we've done is we've collected primarily monetary donations from individuals. I've done a lot of Facebook fundraising. I've had several people contact me and make pretty substantial donations. And then we use that money to buy food. We've ordered a lot from grants locally and bought some stuff from Sam's and different places. And then we bring it all here to Mercer School Gym, and we set up kind of an assembly line, which you can kind of see here. We're getting ready to do another packing. And so then we bring in volunteers to help pack. So we have bags and they walk around and take like an item from each table to pack bags. So the Princeton Rotary's been very helpful with that. They've manned a station or a whole section of packing for us every time we've packed. So they've been a huge help for that. And then we've just had other community volunteers. Probably 80 to 90% of my volunteers work in the school system. So we have a lot of concerned principals, teachers, aides, the social workers. They're worried about their kids. We have a cook that's been helping us. So a lot of representation from the school system, but also some great community volunteers too.
Well, Rotary decided to partner with Jacinda and the others who were in the food packing for the school and for the kids. We felt like this was a good place because Rotary, the motto is service above self. So what we did is we partnered with them both financially, and then we partnered with them with bodies. We gave them some bodies to help pack food for their weekend bags, and then also to some of us helped with distribution on Fridays. Well, part of Rotary in itself is involved in helping other people. So hopefully those persons who are part of Rotary have that sense of purpose behind themselves. And so what we try to do is when these kinds of opportunities come up, that should feed right into that issue of, I want to help, I want to serve, here's the opportunity to serve, let me jump in there and do that. And so I think for the persons who have been able to volunteer to be a part of that, it's been very fulfilling for them.
It means there's a lot of kids at my school and the elementary schools and the primary schools that can't get the food that they need whenever we're not in school, whenever they're not being served food every day. So it's nice to know that they're going to be getting food over the summer and over the pandemic break. So it's just special to me to know that everyone will be getting care during this. It makes me feel like I'm a part of a really good community because every week there's been a new number of helpers and volunteers. Like, a lot of people come back to help, but there's also new people every week, which I think is awesome.
Feeding kids is important, and I don't think people realize that there are kids out there that don't get fed regularly or as well as what we do for our own families. And so, and I see that from the school perspective. Mercer's a 3rd through 5th grade school, so elementary kids are a lot more forthcoming about needing and wanting things than as they get older. So we have a weekend bag program here at Mercer that First United Methodist Church provides for our kids every weekend, and parents sign up for that, so they take those home on Fridays. And I've seen their joy and their excitement in getting those weekend food bags. Since the pandemic and school closure and just all the craziness we've been going through, the school system has provided food every week, 5 days worth of breakfast and lunch. What we found is more people needed it, of course, with what was going on and not having a job, and people that typically would never ask for anything need it because they have no employment, so they have no way of buying what they normally would. Plus they're feeding their kids all day every day. If you have kids, you realize they eat a lot. Teenagers eat a lot. I will say, through this program and what we're doing for the weekend bags, and then what we did every week, we had a huge number of people come out that didn't have to. They did because they care about our kids and they want to see them fed. It is amazing to see the number of people come out and help our community and be willing to do whatever it takes to help our kids. If it's get in the car and drive it there, if it's to make contact with parents and families, if it's to bag the food, if it's to deliver it, to sit out and hand it out. They have really come together because we have a great community. I mean, I'm from here. I'm very grateful for where we live and what everybody does for our kids.
If anybody wants to donate, they could go to Warm a Heart Give a Bed's either website or Facebook page. They've partnered with us on this endeavor. They also operate Amy's House of Hope here in Princeton, and they're a nonprofit. They're set up to receive donations online or by check. So we have partnered with them, and 100% of the money that's donated goes straight to our food bags. So if anybody would like to donate to them and just make a note that it's for student food bags, then we'll be sure to get the money.
Is there another box coming?
Yeah, we have one more right here.
Okay.
Come on, Laura. Thanks, sir. Oh, go ahead.
We're going to take them out because the boxes fall apart when you try to pull them forward.
I'm from Princeton, born and raised, and so I love this place. And this whole experience has been incredibly heartwarming because every step of the way, whatever we've needed has come to fruition. Whether it's help, volunteers, food, donations, it's just all come together beautifully. I mean, it's taken a little bit of coordination, but I've had everything I've needed every step of the way, which I think speaks to the people of this community, and we're lucky to live here for sure.